guys, Rick Shaw back at you on the 11th. And we were getting ready to run up to school this morning, and a whole crew from Demeterland came, and then also the water people. So they were checking the pressure, and I was like, yeah, look at this. It's, you know, you're coming to check the pressure today after they filled the tank all night, you know. And at first, when I was here, we thought it was a pipe got scrunched or something like that. But, you know, it's the tank. They're just not filling the tank. Now we come to find out from the water guy himself today, said that they have an electrical problem in there. That's why they got to come open the valve. And there is a float in there. It just doesn't work. So as much as this thing's going empty, you know, I was saying I don't think it has the capacity to cover all this once they get these houses built. And yeah, so there's talk of, you know, maybe another tank. But, you know, I come after Demeterland with this. I bought the house from them. It says Demeterland and then Land and Development Corporation. And then they're giving me this stuff. They didn't develop this. Okay, well, you put your houses here. You know, and all I said is it would have been nice to have some disclosure. You know, these guys are really nice. You know, they're nice people, you know, when you come talk to them. But, you know, I need something done. This has been going on since May. So we talked to them about a lot of the stuff. They're going to go back through with this water guy here and then talk to the owner. There's an owner of this deal. And talk to them and get this thing rectified, because this is only going to get worse, guys. So I was really happy that they showed up today. And I told them, you know, that all this has been just frustration with me. When I get up in the morning, I said, why didn't you come here when the tank was empty so you could see what I deal with? We turn on the faucet and get nothing. Or it trickles out so slowly it can't even be warm, not even enough to rinse. So they were pretty good on that. The water guy was, you know, he's going to get on it a little bit. Also, we talked about the trash, and he said that's Demeterland pays that guy, and they're supposed to haul it away. But my wife talks to the garbage men, and guess what? The garbage men said they don't give us anything extra to do all that, you know, to haul that out of here. They actually come in with a little it's like a wheelbarrow type cart to haul the garbage away, you know, and they haul it out to the front. So Demeterland said they're going to get something in here and get this cleaned up. I showed them the glass. You know, they've seen the videos. I think that's why they come down here. And here's the deal. If they get this fixed up, I'm going to vlog the heck out of that too. I'm not just not going to be some kind of a bitch here and, you know, just keep harping on them. If they fix it, I'm going to let you guys know. I'm going to say, hey, guess what, guys? Fixed. You know, great. And you're going to be looking at a happy guy, you know, to be able to turn on my shower in the morning. I like to get up in the morning and get a hot shower. You know, I get stiff at nighttime from being in the bed. I try to stretch as much as I can, but in the morning, it's always real tough for me. You know, I'm not one of these ones that can just roll out of bed and jump to my feet and down the stairs I go. I can't. It doesn't work that way. It's usually anywhere from 15 minutes to a half an hour ordeal, because my back stiffens up overnight, especially if I get cold. And then I kind of got to roll up. I got to stretch. I got a place in the room where I do all my stretching. I do as much stretching on the bed as I can. And the best thing for me is to just roll into that bathroom, turn on the hot water, and I take a 40 Celsius shower. That's the temperature I found is perfect for me. And sometimes I'll just soak. I'll just soak on that hot water on my back for a good while. But when you get days where you go in there and I'm flushing the toilet with a bucket, you know, we have a big garbage bucket up there, and we have one down here because most of the time we don't have it. And I go up and complain to the lady, and then she gets somebody to open up a valve, and then, you know, hours and hours later, maybe we got water. And it's just so frustrating. But now they're down here, and they said they didn't know, you know, about this. But these construction guys said they knew about it and said that, you know, that it was disclosed. And I told them, guys, look, you know, if you'd have told me, it wouldn't have been a problem. You know, we could have had over where the washing machine is a deck put there. It would have been super easy to do. And then I would have gave a roof to the laundromat, and I could have put a huge tank on there. You know, they could have got the architect if they'd have just disclosed it. And I said, oh, crap, we're going to need that. And then have a provision for the electric. Now, if I want electric back here where we plan on putting the pump, Here we go. We're going to be taking the one off the light switch, okay? Not its own circuit or anything, and they're going to have to chisel a hole in my wall, down through the concrete, up the outer wall to put a plug in. You know, and it's like, why didn't you just disclose it in the beginning? So, you know, these are my frustrations. Because would it have stopped me from coming here? No, because I'd have been prepared. I was a Boy Scout, for crying out loud. And I would have said, okay, we need to do this, that, or the other. Or what do you guys recommend I can do for this? You know, we were going back and forth talking. But, you know, it just... So many things. I'm still not 100% on these guys here with this Demeter land, but we'll see. If they fix it, I'm good. You know, and I truly believe me harping to these people is doing no good. We need to get their weight behind us to get on this man. Put another tank in. Put it up on city water. Do something. I'm afraid, I'm thinking what's happening. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking if he puts it on the city water, then they're going to get a bill from the city, and it'll be the city's meters, and he don't get a cut. You know, so that's why he's keeping his tank. Maybe. Could I be wrong on that? Yeah, I could be wrong on that. But from what I'm hearing, just in, you know, especially in the last month or so, this guy doesn't want to spend a dime. He wants to collect money and not do a damn thing. So now it's on him. I wish I knew his name, you know, so that we had a name to give to the Barron guy, and then I'd be making sure every single morning I'd have the camera. I'd bring my camera kit with me upstairs, walk in the bathroom and turn the water on and just show you guys, and do it every single day, and I'll date it to show you that this 4 days out of the week we don't have water, guys. 4 days out of the week upstairs. Now we have it down here most of the time. It's very rare that it's completely off down here, but a lot of times down here it's not enough to kick the Instahot to do the dishes. We're doing dishes in cold water. It takes forever to fill the sink up. You know, it's one of them deals. And then the toilet, if you know, I got to tell the kids, you know, don't flush it now. If you're gonna all take a leak, don't flush it, because it takes 10 minutes to fill the tank up. You know. This is just what we're, you know, and we got a Tabo. You know, you got a Tabo. I, you know, the other day when I was bathing the dog, I had to do it with the Tabo because we didn't have enough pressure downstairs to spray enough water out to, you know, to get her rinsed off good. So we're Taboing her. So yeah, it's a kind of a pain. And then when they came right over here where the water thing is, oh yeah, there's lots of pressure. And I told the guy, I wish you'd have been here the other day when we had nothing. You know, and he says, well, we just want to check if it's our lines. And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying it's the lines or anything like that. I thought that in the beginning, but that changed when we found out they weren't filling the tank. So hopefully these nice young fellows from Demeter land and a real nice fellow from the water place, you know, they came there with their tester and all this stuff. And I did tell them, I said, hey, you have to have pressure everywhere. According to what that lawyer said, you know, you're supposed to have this certain PSI at each faucet. Doesn't matter how many stories you got. You know, it's not here. You know, you can't have the PSI here. And they even took a hose and they raised it up above the meter there, and you could see that it was down considerably from what it was when they were turning it off, you know, on the ground. It just doesn't have enough pressure to get up there. But now today, fantastic. You know, we got really good pressure. But like I say, they came in, opened up the valve last night. Well, late afternoon, when the kids and I were out and about on the bikes and stuff. And then when we went by it around 9 o'clock at night, it was coming out. The water was coming out the overflow. They just left it run loose. And I say, who pays for that? You know, is that's all going to kick into our bill. And this place here, the houses, I mean, they're working on getting them built. I don't have any fault with you know, like look at the style. For me, I really like the style of Demeter Land's houses. You know, I really do. Their attention to detail compared to a lot of other companies we looked at before we ever decided on them was just stellar. Now, there were a few things I had said in the beginning, like they put the doors in the bathroom, you know, this far off the tile. Okay, well, that's a problem because the door is just sucking moisture. So we had to go down on our downstairs. And I even told the guy, I said, why don't you guys do this? When you're having the guy put the door in, give it a little gap so it's not sitting in the water. And we talked to him, and is he going to do it? I don't know. I haven't looked over in the house across the way to see if they've done that. But I just, they were cool. They let me borrow their circular saw, and I brought the door out here and cut it. And I'm going to go do the same thing to the upstairs bathroom. Now there is a little ledge upstairs where the shower area is, where the tile's up higher, so it doesn't leak all over. So that's good. But I just hope they finally fix it. This has been going on since May, and I have been the squeaky wheel, the big nasty foreigner here that's just complaining. And but now I found out also today from my wife talking to these people. A lot of the people from the office were here, and a lot of them don't speak English, or they're afraid to me anyway. When my wife was talking and found out that it's not just us. Everybody in here is complaining. And they were even talking about, hey, you need to put a tank down on this end, because they're complaining up front too. Those people up front don't have any water. That one guy's selling. He wants out because of that. And he's been here for years, and they don't care. And it's just him. You look it up when I was going for my walks, and I found that leak up there. I went down and was telling them all the time, hey, you got a big leak here. And it was just filling the thing. I remember if I got it on camera or not. I think I did when I was walking, but it was leaking out of it looked like about a 2.5-inch line, and it had put a hole in it, and it was spraying out of there for months. And finally, the first time they fixed it, they came and wrapped it with some tape. I kid you not. that was their fix, and that tape didn't last a day or two. And then finally they did fix it. They went ahead and they fixed the pipe so it's not leaking anymore. But you'd think you'd be on something like that. You'd jump on it. But this is what's going on now. I'm going to keep you guys informed on the water, and I'm glad the Meterland came down. But I don't accept that that they just can put it off on somebody else. I don't. I didn't buy the house from the development here. I bought the house from the Meterland Land and Development Corporation. If they're not a land development corporation, fine, take it off your name. But see, that's what I get for assuming again. I assume that they're developing all this. Now, I know they bought this from another developer, but they should make sure everything's fine and dandy before they put a single house up. Okay? Because everybody's complaining. The neighbor down there, he complains too. He's got no water upstairs. Now, this guy right here that's going to be moving in soon, we told him. So he made provision for the electric and a tank. He's got a little bit more room than we do. But, what's going to happen, the reason why I'm not putting a tank now or anything now is we're going to do, after the warranty's out next year, we're planning on putting the deck around. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to get the deck up there. The washer's on its own, so we'll come out of where the washer is, and then we'll put a pump back there. We're going to have the roof over that. We'll close that little laundry area and put a door on it. And then up on top of that, that's where we'll put a big water tank. I'll get the biggest water tank I can fit up there, and we'll just have a pump to fill it up. And I don't care if I got to fill it up manually or we put it. The pump I have is an automatic, and it's just supposed to have a pressure head that easily pump it all the way up above the roof from the measurements we took, and reading as much as I could on it. So. That's the plan. That's why I'm not jumping on it right now. But it's to me, I shouldn't have to do this. I shouldn't have to do any of this stuff. I just figured. I even told the guys, look, I'm a spoiled American. I'm used to turning the water on and getting water. It's like that one movie with Joe Pesci, where he was the slumlord and the judge made him live in his own apartment. They need to take this guy who runs the water, and he needs to live in this little back house behind us for 6 months and see what he thinks. And then not that his water is going to come out, because on the first floor you get water, have it run up in a piece of pipe up to where my shower is, and then back down. And that's the only place he can get water. And let's see how he likes that. And we'll even loan him a tabo. But he's Filipino. Maybe he's used to it. So, okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. That's our update on the water today. And this is Rickshaw out.